First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. On 1st down, it's Long. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You're right.
Now a 1st down throw. Locke. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. Luck now to throw. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Allen will try again on second down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He finds Latavius Murray. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Luck on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Out of the gun, Luck. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Certainly not what this offense wants to see. Andrew Luck down and appears to be in some pain. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Gone! 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 Over! 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 Hot!
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So out now come the Lions. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Watching now, Barney. Over.
On first down, Allen. Pass incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Lucky 56.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Over. Detroit.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Steps away to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Lauletta on second down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Rivers able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Lucky 56. Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Lauletta to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Detroit! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Over!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Detroit!
On the ground with a tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Watch it now, Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. This quarterback now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A solid stiff arm. He got 29 yards that time.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lauletta on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now here's Lauletta. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robert Woods with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Allen going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Over!
Lawletta. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On play action, Allen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This quarterback now hitting on two-thirds of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Watch him now, Barney.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now Jones, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now running right through it. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, so a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! 58 to Mike. Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Allen to throw once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lauletta after the interception. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Detroit!
On first down, it's Lauletta, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting it.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On second down, here's Lauletta. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Lauletta now to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robert Woods with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Now the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The give is to Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Detroit! Over!
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, boys, got four down. No. Check. Patriot.
On first down, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Allen letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Loletta now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. Nifty move. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third down, here's Jones. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air, Lauletta on second down. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Baldwin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now Allen looking deep downfield. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Lauletta to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Lauletta on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Bye.